Alright guys, how you doing? This is Dave coming at you from Center City, Philadelphia, and I got a message for you today, baby. I got a message, and it's a powerful one, because this has been brewing for a while now, and this is something I've experienced in my own life, and that I see is happening all around us in this country, in this world right now. It is so divisive, and what we're really missing is lack of purpose. We're losing that completely. We're losing our humanity to corporate greed and the divisiveness of a media that just wants to separate us for profit. We can actually see these things happening in real time. If you go on social media, you go on anything right now, it is just political, just bloodbaths right now. There's nothing that you're gonna say or you're gonna do that's gonna change their mind and see the light of what you're talking about. And I mean, some people just want to see the world burn, so they'll just go on there and troll people like like it's their job for the most part. But I think that the real depth of the problem is we've lost our purpose. We've lost the meaning of our lives. We've lost so much that we don't even realize, because we're so divided at this point, and we don't know what's going on around us except for these echo chambers that we're in. What does define us? What defines you? Is it your kids? Is it your job? Is it your political preferences? Really, I mean, really, think about it. What defines you? When you die on your deathbed, are people going to be reminded about that Facebook post that you put back in 2020 about the president? Is that what people are going to remember? Or are they going to remember the kind person who helped people in need, who was there for a friend, who helped out their children when they really needed it, who gave a kind word, a helping hand to someone who transformed their life, someone who was on death's door and they lost 200 pounds to completely transform their life, someone who created a business that actually helps people, someone who created a nonprofit that helps the world and transform the world. Someone who created a business from nothing, just by the skin of their teeth, by sacking up. That's what we're missing now, and that is what we've lost sight of, because we're so divided in this world right now that all we see is these political echo chambers of thought and process and stuff that we just get caught in social media, in the media, in entertainment, and you know, through this whole cancel culture stuff. If you don't like what someone's saying, you just whine like a crybaby and you go tell on them. You say, I don't like what he's saying. I don't like what she's saying. Cancel them. No, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that either. And before you know it, there's going to be nothing. There's going to be nothing. And before you cry to someone, maybe you should just say, you know what? I'm just not going to watch it. That's not for me. That's not what I'm into. I'm going to be defined by something else. Think about it. When you talk about in the Bible the gnashing of teeth and people just so angry, and they're talking about when the city's getting destroyed, when Jerusalem's getting taken down in the Old Testament, that's what they're talking about. They're talking about people being cast outside the city and just the gnashing of teeth and just so angry. And that's what I see right now. That's what I see in our society right now. And it's not necessarily in public. It's really only taking place in these spheres of the internet and really just these pockets of the internet, and especially social media. I mean, you go on Twitter, you go on Facebook, not so much Instagram so much. I mean, you get some stuff on there, but it's really like these pockets of online, and people become these keyboard warriors, and they think they're making a difference, like they're going to change the world somehow, and like no one really freaking cares. When you go out into the real world, I mean, it's not as divisive as the media and social media would like you to make it seem. I mean, even our politicians and however you think of whoever is president and whoever the Speaker of the House is, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's the fact that they're guiding us towards this I can't even say this maelstrom of dissidents and people just like battling each other. And these are everyday people. I mean, these are like, you know, friends of people. And I mean, they've just become so warped in their mind because they're in their sympathetic nervous system right there. They're in fight or flight constantly in fight or flight. And that's all they can think about is, I mean, just like this, like, anger and fear and just like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? And then you find these people breaking like that. They just snap, and I mean, then there's really no hope. I mean, what do you do at that point when your mind breaks? I mean, you're gone at that point. I mean, you got to go through extensive therapy, and we're not that far away from there. And there's people on both sides of it right now. Just go online and look. Just log into Facebook and look around on your friends. I mean, it is just out of control at this point. So, I mean, what I'm calling everyone to do right now is really just focus on something that's going to be a positive movement. Not just tearing people down or stuff that you know is divisive. I'm guilty of it too. Everyone's guilty of it at some point in their lives. But, I mean, we've really got to rise above that. We've really got to be, what's going to help someone? What's going to help myself? Is it digging down deep and finding what I'm passionate about? Is it learning something new, a new language, a new skill, learning how to cook, working out, helping a friend, writing? I mean, doing something creative instead of destroying things, instead of ripping down. I really do believe in the dichotomy of the world, and I do believe in the polarization. Right now, we can either be positive and create, or be destructive and destroy, and rip people down and stomp on. I mean, and that's what's happening right now, all over. And this was what happened in 2016. It was happening partially in 2018, but we cannot let that destroy us, because literally, we're going to tear the whole thing down and burn it to the ground. And there are some people that want that to happen. And God help us if they succeed. And it doesn't matter who's president. It doesn't matter who's in the Senate. It doesn't matter. We're talking on a personal level, that we need to be okay with ourselves and okay with who we are. And we can look in the mirror with pride and say, you know what? Today, I'm going to be a good person. Today, I'm going to help as many people as I can as possible. Today is going to be the first day of the rest of my life, because the trip of 1,000, the journey of 1,000 miles is only start with one step. And that's what I want to remind you of on this Tuesday, July 21st, 2020. One step, one thing, one positive thing. Stay away from social media. Stay away from the media. Don't even watch it. Read a book. Listen to music. Get back into nature. It's hot as shit out, but I mean, you know as well as I do, there's ways that you can do it and stay away and be occupied and be a positive force in someone's life. So I'll leave it there. You know I love you guys. Coming at you from Center City, Philadelphia. This is Dave from Food Source Nutrition. Stay tuned. We out. Peace.